Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, dear student. Hope all of you will be safe and sound and will be enjoying your virtual classes. Today, we will study about the life cycle of fish and butterfly. As we have already learned in a previous lecture about the life cycle of an animal, that what is the life cycle of an animal? A life cycle of an animal is all the stages in its life, and what they shows that how an animal makes copy of itself by having a new one, by having a babies. This is the book page number 18. We will study here about the life cycle of fish. Fish also have babies by laying egg in water. The babies which come out of the egg are called fry. Here is their life cycle. This picture shows a short life cycle of fish. What happened that the fish lay egg in water, and then from fertilized egg fry fish is come out, and then fry is converted into the adult fish. Let's talk about their life cycle in detail. Basically, the fish life cycle start with an egg. What happened in a first stage that the fish lag in water. The egg hatch into what is called a yolk sac fry, a larval stage where the fish has an attached yolk with that provide it with nourishment for its first week or two. After the fertilizing egg, what happened in the next stage? The young fish attached yolk, they provide a nourishment to that young fish for the first week or two. Understood? For the first 2 weeks, the yolk provide a nourishment to the young fish. The true larval stage began with the fish has observed the yolk and start feeding for itself. Now, the true larval stage will be when the fish start feeding for itself and it observe the yolk. When the fish get bigger and looks very much like an adult, it is considered a juvenile. Now what happened when the fish gets bigger, it just look like an adult. Once the fish mature and can reproduce and lay egg, it become an adult. In the final stage, we will call the fry as an adult fish when the fry is able to reproduce and continue their life cycle. At this stage, the new fish, the young fish, the fry fish will be called adult fish. Now, step by step, we will study these steps in a little detail. Egg. Fertilized egg developed into fish. Most eggs do not survive to maturity even under a best condition. Threats to egg include changes in water temperature, oxygen level, and flooding. Only a few eggs fertilized, even under a best condition. Why? What is the reason? The reason is that water temperature, oxygen level, and flooding, and many other things, due to which only a few eggs get fertilized and most of them get destroyed. Now in the next stage, what happened? A fry, a new fish, a young fish are called fry. Fry are ready to start eating on their own. Fry undergo several more developmental stages. which vary by species. Now, during the stage of fry, it undergoes several more developmental stages, and they are vary according to their species types. As they mature into adult, the young fish are generally considered fry during their first few months. During the first few months, a young fish is called fry. Understood? After a few months, it will be able to reproduce and continue their life cycle. Then what we will call it that stage? Let's check out. Adult. When the fish are able to reproduce, they are considered adult. Now, after a few months, they are able to reproduce and continue their life cycle. So at this stage, we will call that it is now an adult fish. Here is a short life cycle of fish. Let's study it. Adult fish, what happened? Leg in water, then from fertilized egg, fries come out, and then fry is converted in the next stage to adult fish when the fry is able to reproduce and continue their cycle after a few months. Look at this picture. This is a short life cycle of fish. Now we will study about the life cycle of butterfly. This is also book page number 18. Most insects have a life cycle like that of the butterfly shown below. Now we will study about the life cycle of insects. What happened in the life cycle of the insects. A butterfly lay egg on the leaf of the plant. Then what happened? That egg is fertilized and converted to the caterpillar, and in the third stage is converted to the chrysalis, pupa chrysalis, and that after that stage adult emerging, and after that it converted into adult butterfly. So what happened? Is step by step we will study in detail. In the first step, what happened? A butterfly lays eggs on the leaf of the plant. Look at this picture. A butterfly sits on the leaf of the plant and they lay egg on the leaf of the plant. So in the next steps, what happened? The egg hatch and the young one called larvae or caterpillars come out from the egg. Now from the fertilized egg, a caterpillar come out. This is the picture of caterpillar. Look at this picture on the leaf of the plant. As the butterfly lay egg on the leaf of the plant, then the fertilized egg is converted into what? Caterpillar. And this is the picture of caterpillar. Understood? Now what happened in the new stage, new step? The caterpillar first feed on the eggshell from which it is born. What happened in this stage? In this stage, the caterpillar feed on the eggshell from which it is born. At this stage, what is the caterpillar eating? The caterpillar is eating the shell of the egg from which it is born. Look at this picture. Understood? Now, in the next stage, the caterpillar start feeding on the leaves of the plant and start growing. Now, after eating the shell of the egg, the caterpillar start feeding on the leaves of the plant. And at this stage, it also starts to grow. Look at this picture. The caterpillar is eating the leaves of the plant. Is it clear? Understood? Now check out the next stage. In the next stage, what happened? The caterpillar shed its skin several times so it can grow. In the next stage, what happened? It shed its skin. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. It shed its skin so that it can grow. This is the stage. At this stage, the caterpillar shed its skin while it is growing. Once the caterpillar is big enough, it stops eating and forms a protective layer around itself. Look at this picture now. Look at this picture. Look at, yes, like this. Like this. See again. See again what happened. What happened? When the caterpillar is big enough, it stops eating and form a layer, a protective layer. Look here, a protective layer around itself. This stage is called chrysalis, and in this stage, the caterpillar is now called pupa. Understood? Pupa remain motionless in the chrysalis. Inside the chrysalis, the pupa undergo a series of changes. What happened? It remained motionless, and the pupa undergoes a series of changes inside this protective layer. Understood? Get it? Now, what happened? After about 15 days, a beautiful butterfly emerged out of the chrysalis. Now it's time for change. What happened? The protective layer will be open and a beautiful adult butterfly will come out from it. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. A beautiful butterfly emerged out from the chrysalis. Can you see this picture? Now what happened? A butterfly come out, its wings are small and wet. Its wings are small, so the butterfly pump fluid into its wings to make them strong and to expand. At this stage, when the butterfly come out from the protective layer, its wings are small and wet. The butterfly pump fluid into its wings for the purpose to make them strong and to expand it. Now, this is the final stage of the life cycle of the butterfly. What happened in the final stage? After a few hours, the wings become strong enough and the beautiful butterfly is now able to fly. See, look at this picture. Now, in the final stage, a butterfly is able to fly. These diagrams show at once all the stages of life cycle of butterfly. See it once shortly. Discussed all the stages of the butterfly. What happened? The butterfly lay egg in leaves, then caterpillar come out from the fertilized egg. It eat the plants, leaves of the plants, then it come into protective layers, and then it come out from that protective layers, and then it fly. Understood? This is the end of the today lecture and also the end of the life life cycle of an animal chapter. Read this chapter and try to understand. Inshallah, we'll see you soon in next lecture. Thank you so much.